call the meeting to order. Stand and say the pledge. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So being out at your last meeting, Larry and I are gonna do like they do like on the Senate where they get up and they just talk for hours and hours. Keep your ears open.
I do still have, it's Monday, I have choir practice. Can I excuse myself?
No, you gotta write it all down.
But you know, Tim forgot to mention that nobody's there to listen when they talk.
No. You guys can just
I'll see you.
You can watch it on the board.
I mean, you three by all means if you want, but can me and Liz excuse ourselves?
I walk out, it means we don't have a quorum.
That is true.
That is gonna stop me.
All right, we'll open the public hearing for Mark Creek. Did you have any concerns?
There was no concerns. A couple questions, just cleared them on that, and that was it.
Okay. Can somebody remind me what so I don't want to like ask for things because I don't even remember what this was about.
He is
The lot feature.
replatting his lots.
And it was a pretty straightforward one, right? There was no parcel issues, it was,
No, he had like,
The few one,
he is replatting all his land to his addition and blocks 1 and 2.
Well, let's sign these right away then.
oh, okay, sure.
I know,
Okay,
she's growing.
yes, now I remember.
Yep.
What?
No.
He said, I'm surprised she could
I'm
read.
right.
Sorry.
She got on her tiptoes. Okay, I remember now. All right. Seeing no one here, no discussion, we will close the public hearing.
I'll move to approve it.
Okay, have a motion?
second.
Second? All right, Liz?
Yes.
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 Aye. All in favor? Okay. So this will go to the City Commission meeting. Okay, next thing on the agenda? This was added, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This came up just after a building permit that has expired on how to, I guess, handle this. And just so that everybody was on the same page, we've had people come in with no issues of paying for if they need to renew their building permit, paying for it, and it's been done within a month, maybe 6 months, but within that year, usually that they renew it, that it's good for again, with the exception of 1 or 2 possibilities of people not getting their project done, where there's been issues prior to that. So I guess thought process of, and if it needs to come here, whatever, Tim and I have talked about this, standard procedure, building permit, good for a year, they pay it. Once that year has elapsed, if they're not done with their project, they come in, renew it, goes 1 more year, and they have to have it finished. That project's not done within that year time frame, then it comes to the discretion of whether, if the project needs to be finished.
Right. I guess discretion of the city commission, whether if it's a project, you know, one of the issues is the green bin thing ran out and they're not done yet. So if you go another year and they're not done, if it's something that would be removable, you get rid of them. If it's a structure that, and we could look to other cities to see what avenues they take, but something when it runs out for the second time and they haven't done anything, you know, what do you do with this half-completed structure that, you know, that they're not going to finish type of thing? So.
Well, not only that, there are certain people in town that have started so many projects, and none of them are done.
Yeah.
And they're all eyesores,
Yeah.
and they probably never will get done.
Yeah. And along with that, if you don't finish that one, you don't get any more building
Sure.
permits.
Do you charge them for the
Renewal.
second, for the renewal, or is it a rebated cost, or?
We've been charging them for, I believe they have
The
paid
full
the
amount, yeah.
full amount,
Full
yes.
amount, okay.
So my question is, does it say in here, I know it's a year, does it say in here anywhere that it's good for a year?
I believe it says it on the building permit, that
Is
it's
that what
good
it
for a
is?
year,
Okay.
yes.
I-
But Bing's, or the building permit is based off of 117A-2. I figured we'd bring it here first, or maybe,
Right.
and then state it
Yeah.
somewhere in here, and then bring it to the commission, just so that it was black and white of what the guidelines were, because I know the next thing of then is, well, where's it stated?
Right.
Of, you know,
So we're just looking for you guys' thoughts?
Yeah. But how does the county handle that?
Well,
that was my next question.
Yeah.
We don't have an ending,
Right, that was,
Okay.
And that's-
yeah.
somewhat problematic, but
Mhm.
we, I know that I would go off of probably what other cities are doing. Garrison would be a good example.
Okay.
I would check with them, because I
Do
know
you know
they.
offhand what they do? Garrison, do you know what they do?
They have a, I don't know what they charge, and I almost feel like it's a rebated charge going forward, but I'd have to double check with that.
Okay.
I just know that they reissue, building permits that aren't finished. It seems to go on and on and on. There does not seem to be a end date for them necessarily.
So they just keep charging them though,
I
to make
believe
it?
they do, but I would have to double check. with
Okay.
them. Can't think.
Because is there, I mean, for the county, is there technically a penalty? No penalty, okay,
The thing is,
Because we
you
don't
know,
have a building inspector, we don't,
okay.
Right.
that's always our thing.
the renewal has to be high enough to encourage them
Exactly, yes,
Yep.
to finish.
yeah.
Because if you just continue,
It's
continue,
cheaper to,
continue.
it's cheaper to pay the building permit than to finish
Yeah.
your building.
Yeah.
And then I think after a certain point, it's kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
now you're done. you
Yep.
know, So, yeah, I think definitely check some other towns and
Mhm.
Yeah, that's good.
something needs to be done, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you guys would want to check for some sample policies or
I'm
whatever.
just finding all sorts of things for you guys.
No, it wouldn't.
No, there's nothing wrong with having it in stone, because like you
Yeah.
said, it's the first thing that they're gonna say is, well,
Right, where does it
Yeah.
say that? Yeah.
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 And then, you know, also, you know, these people that, these dilapidated buildings, you know, how does the other towns handle that? I know we send out letters, but nothing ever happens, you know. There are certain people in town that have those.
I'm just trying to eliminate the gray areas.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
know. but-
Yep.
I mean, it's not gonna always be possible, but to the best of the,
You know, and there's a difference between somebody that's actually working on something and
Yes.
trying to get it done,
yeah.
you know, whereas, you know, weather, stuff like that, you
Yeah,
know.
so we do want the ability for the people that are actively working on it. We don't want to have that hard year, 2-year cutoff, and then they can't do anything else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, things come up and
Mhm.
we all know how
Family
Expensive things
emergencies.
are. Yeah.
prices
Yeah.
have changed and it
Yeah.
has really put a damper on things, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't wanna make it really hinder people who want to do it, but
Mm.
at least active process of you're doing things, not say gung-ho of wanting to do this and then you have this eyesore and nothing's been done.
And many times, there's just a few that are habitual abusers of it, that,
Mhm.
you know, the general public is not aware of it.
You know.
Okay, well, we'll try and get
Yeah,
more
we'll
information
get more information, and then y'all can revisit it next meeting.
without you.
I guess you're gonna have to be here.
Yeah, you can't leave unfinished business.
So you have,
She'll just keep bringing things every meeting, it's unfinished business.
so do you need to give a letter of resignation?
Do I? I can, I'll send it.
Well, you're not an elected official.
No.
Elected officials need to give a letter of resignation.
I think she can just.
I think you probably can.
We're gonna miss you.
You know, unless we call a special meeting or something, then you'll need you, so. You know, before you leave.
Okay.
Yeah, how many meetings can we have between now and then?
When are you leaving?
It's-
Really only
Oh goodness, it's like 2.5 weeks.
one.
October 20th, you said?
The 20th,
You could
yeah.
have two, I won't be here for the second one, but you could
We'll
have
come to the
two.
first one, we're gonna have cake.
Yeah, we're gonna have cake and,
We could have one for the commission meeting on the 9th, big send-off party for Ann.
Yeah.
And then
there you
I,
go.
Yeah.
are those at 4:30 yet? Because I have choir practice.
I mean, we could make it.
Depends how long you wanna party.
I mean, yeah.
You know, I really wish we could have our meetings. at
I know,
4:30.
I was gonna get on the commission so I could be like, I have choir practice.